How my mom and Peterman believe immunity used over my SNT. See, because I knew about my SNT when I was younger than 12, even my grandpa, my dad, and me talked about it because it's not weird for me being 26 and getting $360,000 and saying, hey, Chad can be an adult and all that, but he's also in the middle of a lot of shit and we don't know how this is going to go. So if he can control it, he gets the money himself in his own bank account, just like everybody wanted. If he can't, we put him in a conservatorship. He gets an SNT, it goes over the house. Well, Chris Peterman said that Lyle Boom, Kenny Boom, Dave Boom, and Chad Boom conspired for ownership over 52188 Eggleston Lane, and that the $50,000 coming out of the inheritance of the $360,000 to Chad Boom, which would have been $310,000 to pay for 52188 Eggleston Lane, should not happen because it was going in SNT. And Chris Peterman already had these bribes because he knew about all this shit with Bonnie Boom. He knew about it because of Keith Gray, Addie Gray, Danny Gray, and Ricky Gray. And he is a pro bono lawyer who's been watching me. So he knows about everything my dad has said to the courts about it. He knows everything that was said when I was a juvenile about it. He knows everything that was said by my mom about it. He knows every testimony from the prosecutors to the different defense attorneys, my dad's, mine, his VAs, and he knows the judges, all the judges, Judge Grove, Judge Reed, Judge Berkeley Smith at the time. So he knows all of about the SNT, and he conspired to say that my mom could get an immunity promise from police chiefs in Scappoose. She could use that to sell the house, move down to Roseburg, work with the Gray family against Chad by, my videotapes on the internet, kind of like my mom's blood bathtub, right, Chris? That's not abuse on Dale. Anyway, and my mom, she allowed that to happen, just like she allowed all the contracts, right, Chris? Because she's after a real bad guy and not herself. And look at what she's doing to her brother. And what you said, that if I call Adult Protective Services or Jamie Mason calls Adult Protective Services, you would stop. And I told Jamie Mason about that, Chris Peterman. You think that's fucking funny, boy? Anyways, besides that, he thought he could use the SNT racket because me and my dad and Lyle and them were fucking abusing my mom because, I would have immunity over my own SNT and no one could ever take the property from me. And the immunity gives it that Chris could no matter what his defense was, could never do anything or sue me. That's also why Janine Martwick contracted me with risk management for legal hazards and shit. Kind of like, a sex offender lawyer raping a 5-month-old baby in a hospital in 2017 of January that Chris Peterman and Christy Howard had nothing to do with. Sounds real familiar, right, Chris Peterman?